got a really special one here. This is tracts 7 and 8 at Pine Hollow. This is our drone video. There you can see the trail that goes up to the east, the private trail off of the county road. That trail is actually the reason that we decided to put these two tracts together. Now they are surveyed separately, so you can certainly, as time goes by or years down the road, if you wanted to keep one and sell one, you could do that. But the reason we put them together is the trail actually starts on tract 8, and then as it goes south, it goes on to tract 7, and we wanted to get the trail kind of onto one tract, so that's why we did it that way. So we're on the west side of the property. There's the trail. We're going to go up in the air with the drone and see if we can't follow this trail back toward the east. Each tract is a good tract in and of itself, no doubt. But to have them together, you've got twice the size, and then of course you've got the trail, which is nice. We're looking south, so the property is on the left side of the road. And panning across, looking north, so the property is on the right side, on the east side of the road. Both tracts are basically entirely covered with timber. There might be a few very small open areas, but basically they are just covered with nice timber. We did get a chance to walk this a little bit after the drone video. Found some gorgeous trees, some great hardwood trees, some really great hardwood trees, but some fantastic pine trees. 14 and 16 inch diameter pines, and we only walked a little bit of the property, just a little bit on the west side. And those beautiful pines, we saw quite a few of them. So really nice couple of tracts here. We're headed toward the east, of course, and I think we already lost that trail. On foot, it's a really solid trail, but up in the air with all that mature timber and that canopy of leaves, it's pretty easy to lose track of the trail. But you can see the different pine trees, which are generally the darker trees, and then the hardwoods would be the lighter trees. There's the trail. It rises up off the county road, and then once you go a few hundred feet, it kind of levels off. Good mixture of pine trees and hardwood trees, and you've got some exceptional sites for building or camping toward the middle and the east side of the property. You certainly could on the west side as well, but if you prefer to have your building site level, then the middle or the east side of the property is the way to go. Looking toward the east. We'll rise up a little bit here. It was fairly cloudy. There off in the distance you can see a property that has been logged recently. Oh, now I moved away. But these tracts have not. It's obvious, or I guess to me it's fairly obvious looking at this aerial, that there hasn't been recent logging on these properties. A lot of big beautiful trees here. This is a fairly long video because this is a kind of a larger property, two tracts put together. Like I mentioned before, they are both surveyed, so you could split these. We do have that happen fairly often. People buy a couple of tracts, and then a few years down the road they decide to sell one to one of their buddies, or deed it to their children or whatnot. So it can be nice to pick up the two adjacent properties, definitely. We are really up in the air, wow. Guess we wanted to get that distance shot. Now we're coming down, okay. We're headed back toward the west and toward the county road. There you can see the county road, which borders the west side of the properties. National forest all over the area. Large tract of national forest. And I hope we come down a little more because it's tough to really see the detail from 500 feet in the air. There we go. Coming down a little bit. We're sort of headed northerly across the properties. And I believe we'll end up toward the northwest side, but we'll see about that. I'm really not positive. It's been a few days since we did this video. But we are definitely at the west side of the property as you see the county road. I don't see the truck yet. So now facing south, land on the left, there's the truck. And the truck is roughly in the center of the road frontage, at about the line between Tract 7 and 8. So that'll give you an idea, but basically everything you see on the left would be the two tracts. This was a long video. We've got a couple minutes left here actually. I guess we pan down to the county road and take a look at the road frontage, so that's good. Wow, pretty close to that tree. I'm nervous just watching this. We've had a couple drone mishaps. It's not too tricky to fly if you go slowly and pay attention, but it is tempting sometimes to really pick up the pace when you're trying to wrap something up, and that seems to be when the mishaps occur. So of course the land is on the left as we're headed to the south here, and the truck is parked by the mouth of that private trail. That's not a public easement, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. That is a private trail on the property, so you could gate that or put a cable up, whatever you want to do. You can check out our website at InstantAcres.com to see if this property is still available. You can give us a call in the office, of course, or you can email us at sales@InstantAcres.com. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have, or just to chat about this property or any available property. That's what we're here for, and we love to do it. Getting a good look at the road frontage here. It's a really well-maintained county road, actually. Just a couple miles off Highway 60, and about 3-4 miles out of Birch Tree, and just another 10 miles from there to Mountain View. Nice property. Tracts 7 and 8 at Pine Hollow.